Well, let me take a moment to speak, not as a talk show host or as a media person, but as a fellow Sri Lankan, someone who has seen the weight of our past and felt its shadows stretch across our present. Now, for 3 decades, this island was torn apart. The war was not a distant headline or a story told in classrooms. It was real, raw, and relentless. Families split by ideology, villages emptied by fear, childhood shattered by gunfire and bomb explosions. But through it all, there were men and women, our brave soldiers who stood up, who ran towards the chaos while others ran away, who left their homes not knowing if they would ever return, so the rest of us might one day live in peace. And that day came to all of us, Sri Lankans, on the 18th of May 2009. We owe them more, our great war heroes, than ceremonies or monuments. We owe them our deepest gratitude. Because while our political leaders have squabbled and stumbled for 80 years since independence, chasing their own ambitions, our soldiers never wavered. They did their duty. They put their lives on the line for something bigger than themselves, for the hope that someday we could stop counting the dead and start counting our blessings. To the younger generation of today, I know that history can feel like a burden or a lecture that gets in the way of your dreams. But the freedoms you enjoy today, the right to speak your mind, to walk your streets without fear, to chase your ambitions, were brought at a terrible price. Don't let that sacrifice fade into memory. Don't let our heroes be reduced to names on a plaque or faces in a faded photograph, or reduced to an annual ceremony we have with pomp and pageantry. Ask questions, learn what happened, and understand why it matters. Remember that while politics may fail us, the courage and sacrifice of ordinary people like our brave soldiers never did. They fought not for leaders or parties, but for each other and for you and me. They fought for a country called Sri Lanka where it can unite under one flag and never be separated to two, as per the ambitions of the terrorist, the LTTE. So as you move forward, don't take your freedoms for granted. Respect the past, carry it with you, and promise in your own way to never let this country slip back into that darkness from which it emerged. At least this current president did promise the same on the first day he addressed our nation's parliament, and then again many other presidents also did the same as well. Because the best way to honor our war heroes is not just to remember their sacrifice, but to build a future worthy of it. One where we never have to ask our children to pay the same price ever again. To all our war heroes, thank you for your service. And thank you for your sacrifice. A grateful nation stands with you no matter what. We'll be right back.